Everyone says police dogs are fearless, but no one expected what this dog would do in his final moments. Ranger, the legendary police K9, lay weak and motionless, his body trembling, struggling to breathe. The vet had delivered the words that shattered everyone's world. "It's time. We can't save him." Everyone was crying as the vet stepped forward, syringe in hand. Everyone thought this was the end. Then, the little girl he once saved ran into the room and screamed, "Wait!" Everyone froze. The dog lifted his paw slowly and wrapped it around the girl in one final hug. Every heart broke. Even the toughest officers turned away. In that moment, the vet stopped, staring, confused, then alarmed. His eyes widened. His voice cracked. "Wait. Stop everything. This dog is trying to tell us something." What he discovered next left everyone in shock. Stay with us. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. The collapse. The morning started like any other at Brookside Police Department. Quiet radios, half-finished coffee, officers reviewing reports. Everything felt normal until the doors burst open. Officer Jacobs stumbled inside, breathless, face pale. "Rangers down!" The room froze. Ranger, the department's most beloved K9, wasn't just a dog. He was a hero, a partner, a guardian who had saved more lives than anyone could count. "What happened?" Captain Harris demanded. Jacobs swallowed hard. He was tracking a suspect in the woods. He suddenly collapsed. No warning. Just dropped. He's barely breathing. They're rushing him to Oak Ridge Veterinary Hospital. Heavy silence swept the room. Officers exchanged looks of disbelief and grief. Across town, the news reached Lily Parker. She'd been finishing homework when her mother answered a phone call and covered her mouth in horror. "Lily, honey, it's Ranger." The little girl's pencil slipped. "What about him?" "He collapsed. They're taking him to the hospital." Lily bolted toward the door, tears already blurring her vision. Ranger wasn't just a dog to her. He was her protector, the one who had saved her life, the one who slept beside her bed when she had nightmares. Her father grabbed the keys. "Get in. We'll be there in 5 minutes." The drive felt endless. Lily pressed her face to the window, sobbing quietly. "Please be okay. Please be okay." The hospital. The doors of Oak Ridge Veterinary Hospital slid open. Officers crowded the waiting area. Stern men and women who had faced armed criminals without blinking, now standing frozen, eyes red, hands clenched. Lily stepped inside between her parents. She'd never seen so many officers this silent. Officer Miller noticed her first. He crouched, opening his arms. Lily ran into them. "He's fighting, sweetheart," he said, voice cracking. "Ranger's a strong boy." "Where is he?" her mother asked quietly. "Room 3. They're stabilizing him." Jacobs pointed down the hallway. "The vet said he's in critical condition." As they walked, every step felt heavier. When Lily reached the doorway, nothing could prepare her for what she saw. Ranger lay on a metal table, chest rising in small, uneven breaths. His fur looked dull. His eyes, half opened, stared at nothing. A monitor beeped slower than it should. "Ranger," Lily whispered. His ear twitched, just barely. Lily collapsed into her mother's arms, sobbing. Dr. Collins, the head veterinarian, looked up. He stepped toward Lily, kneeling. "He's very sick, but he knows you're here. That's helping him more than anything we can do." Lily stepped closer, hands resting on the table's edge. "I'm right here, Ranger. I'm right here." The German Shepherd let out a faint, broken whine, the first sound he'd managed since collapsing. Officers in the doorway wiped their eyes. Ranger was holding on for her. The flashback. Lily's mind spiraled back to the day Ranger became her hero. It had been a warm autumn afternoon. 8-year-old Lily had wandered too far from the park while chasing a butterfly. She didn't notice how quiet everything became or the man watching her. He stepped out from behind a tree. "Hey there, sweetie, are you lost?" Lily froze. Something about his smile felt wrong. I'm going back," she stammered. But he grabbed her wrist. Her tiny scream was swallowed by the forest. For the past hour, Officer Miller and Ranger had been assisting a search. Ranger suddenly stopped cold. His ears shot up. His muscles went rigid. Then he broke into a full sprint. "Ranger, wait!" Miller shouted. But Ranger wasn't listening. He'd locked onto something urgent. He barreled through bushes until he slid into a shadowy clearing. The man had one hand over Lily's mouth, dragging her toward an old shed. Ranger didn't hesitate. A roar ripped from his throat, so fierce the man froze. Ranger lunged, knocking him to the ground. The man scrambled backward as Ranger stood between him and Lily, teeth bared, eyes blazing. Miller burst in. "Hands where I can see them!" The man surrendered immediately. Only then did Ranger turn. He approached Lily slowly, head tilting with gentle concern. She crawled toward him and wrapped her arms around his neck, sobbing into his fur. From that day on, Lily never walked anywhere without whispering, "My hero, my Ranger." And now, standing beside his failing body, Lily felt the same terror, only worse. This time, she was afraid of losing him. The diagnosis Dr. Collins removed his gloves slowly. The soft beeping echoed like a countdown. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "Ranger's condition is extremely serious. He's experiencing rapid organ decline. His temperature is unstable. His heart rate keeps dropping." Officer Miller's voice cracked. "What caused it?" "We're not sure. It could be internal infection, delayed injury, or something rare. But whatever it is, it's advanced, very advanced." Lily stepped forward. "Is he dying?" The question hit harder than any bullet. Dr. Collins knelt. "Sweetheart, he's fighting harder than any dog I've ever seen, but right now, he needs you to stay strong." Lily touched his paw. "I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." Ranger's eyelids fluttered. His ears twitched at her voice. A faint whine escaped, weak but unmistakably his. Dr. Collins cleared his throat. "We'll give him as much time as we can, but if his heart rate drops again, we may have to discuss humane options." The painful truth settled over the room. Ranger might not make it through the next hour. The final hug. Lily stepped closer until her hands rested on the table's edge. "I'm right here, Ranger." The German shepherd's eyes cracked open. When he saw her, something in his gaze softened. "Hey boy," Lily whispered. "It's me?" She pulled a small pink ribbon from her pocket, one Ranger always tugged during playtime. "Do you remember this?" His ear twitched. "I know you're tired," she whispered, tears streaming. "I know it hurts, and if you have to go, I just want you to know. You were the best friend I ever had." She leaned her forehead against his. "Thank you for saving me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for being my hero." Behind her, officers turned away, unable to watch. "Can you?" Lily's voice faltered. "Can you hug me one last time? Please." She reached for his paw, lifting it carefully. It felt heavier than before, weak. But when she guided it toward her shoulder, Ranger tried. His muscles trembled. His leg quivered with effort. Lily leaned closer, letting his paw rest against her arm. "That's okay. You don't have to do it alone. I'll help you." Ranger closed his eyes, gathering the last fragments of strength. And then, with one final surge, Ranger pressed his leg around her small shoulders. He hugged her. A soft whimper escaped Lily as she wrapped both arms around his neck. "It's okay. I've got you." Ranger's breathing hitched. His nose brushed her cheek. A tear rolled from the corner of his eye. Officer Miller pressed his hand to his chest. Oh God, he's saying goodbye. When Ranger's paw finally slipped from her shoulder and fell limply, Lily gasped. Ranger, stay with me, please stay. The monitor beeped irregularly. Everyone knew the truth. That hug might have been his last. The discovery, the room felt colder. Dr. Collins glanced at the monitor. Ranger's heart rate dipped dangerously low. The vet hesitated before picking up the syringe. This is the part I never get used to, he whispered. Lily's mother wrapped her arms around her. No, wait, isn't there something else? Sweetheart, if Ranger keeps suffering, he's going to be in pain. This would let him rest peacefully. But he hugged me, Lily cried. Doesn't that mean he wants to stay? Dr. Collins stood, holding the syringe. He approached slowly. Lily pressed her forehead to Ranger's. I love you. You can rest if you need to. I'll be okay. The vet positioned the needle near Ranger's leg. The entire room held its breath. Just as the needle began to lower, something shifted. Ranger's leg twitched, not faintly, but sharply, intentionally. Dr. Collins froze. Hold on, don't move. He leaned closer to Ranger's chest, placing his hand over the rib cage. Ranger's breathing shifted, not stronger, but different, uneven in a way that didn't match deterioration. Then, Ranger let out a soft grunt, not of pain, but discomfort, like something inside was pressing for release. The vet's eyes widened. This isn't typical organ failure, this pattern. Something is interfering with his system. He placed the syringe back. I need to run an emergency scan, immediately. Officers exchanged confused glances. Hope flickered. Is he still dying? Lily asked. Dr. Collins met her eyes. I don't know, but I'm not giving up on him yet. The surgery, the scanner beeped to life. Dr. Collins hovered beside it, eyes locked on the monitor. Lines and shapes appeared, fuzzy, then sharpening. His eyes widened. He leaned closer, scanning again and again. The color drained from his face, not in fear, but disbelief. Oh my God. What is it? Miller asked. Dr. Collins pointed to the screen. That's not organ failure. It's an obstruction. A foreign object pressing against his diaphragm, restricting breathing. That's why his vitals were collapsing. So he's not dying? He's in critical condition. But this is treatable. If we remove the obstruction in time, he has a chance. The room erupted in stunned whispers. Miller covered his face, tears of relief slipping through. You can fix him? Lily whispered. Dr. Collins knelt. I can try. I promise, Lily. I'm going to give him everything I've got. The miracle. Surgery was intense. Dr. Collins worked meticulously. Embedded near Ranger's diaphragm was a jagged piece of metal, shrapnel from a past mission. This is what nearly killed him, Dr. Collins said, holding up the shard. But this boy fought through it. With the obstruction removed, Ranger's vitals stabilized. Outside, officers embraced. Lily fell to her knees, crying tears of hope. He made it, Dr. Collins said, stepping out. He survived. The hallway exploded in relief. The reunion. Lily entered the recovery room slowly. Ranger lay wrapped in blankets, chest rising steadily. Ranger, she whispered, placing her hand on his paw. His ear twitched. His eyes fluttered. Slowly, he opened them, glazed but full of recognition. You came back, Lily sobbed. You really came back. Ranger shifted his paw, reaching her fingers. She kissed it gently. His tail moved, a soft thump. You don't have to be strong anymore, she whispered. Just get better. I'll stay all night. Ranger let out a soft breath. Relief, peace. The reunion was complete. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the blinds. Ranger rested peacefully, tail wagging faintly whenever Lily spoke. Word had spread. Dozens filled the waiting area with posters, cards, drawings. Lily read a certificate. Honorary Medal of Bravery. Ranger, the K9 hero. He deserves everything, she whispered. Officer Miller stepped forward. Ranger reminded us what loyalty, courage, and love truly mean. His story will be remembered for generations. Lily kissed Ranger's forehead. You're not just a police dog. You're my hero, my angel, my best friend. Ranger released a gentle sigh. Peace, relief, love. His story would inspire millions.